Welcome back to the channel. Imagine reaching into your pocket for a handful of ordinary change and unknowingly holding a coin that could quietly be worth more money than a mansion, a supercar collection, or even a private island, because hidden among the billions of everyday pennies produced by the United States Mint are two legendary coins that collectors whisper about with disbelief and obsession. The mysterious 1984 1-cent coin rumored to be worth an astonishing $29 million, and the elusive 1978 1-cent coin that some experts claim could command as much as $34 million under the right circumstances. And what makes these humble copper coins so incredibly valuable is not just their age, but a combination of rare minting anomalies, historical quirks, secret production errors, and a trail of vanished specimens that has turned them into modern treasure hunts for collectors around the world. To understand the story, you have to travel back to the era when the 1984 penny was struck, a time when the United States Mint was producing billions of coins every year to keep up with circulation demand. Yet within this massive industrial process, tiny mechanical misalignments, die fatigue, and unexpected metal inconsistencies sometimes created coins that were dramatically different from the standard design. And one of the most famous examples connected to the 1984 penny is the legendary double die phenomenon, where the coin's design appears slightly doubled because the die used to stamp the coin received a misaligned impression during its creation, resulting in visible duplication on parts of the design, especially the date and lettering. And when collectors first discovered certain 1984 pennies showing dramatic doubling on the word Liberty and the date itself, a wave of excitement swept through the numismatic community, because such anomalies are extremely rare and can instantly transform a 1-cent coin into a collector's dream. But the story becomes even more intriguing when rumors began circulating that a handful of experimental strikes and die variants may have escaped the mint during production testing in 1984. Coins that were never meant to reach the public yet somehow slipped into circulation, possibly mixed into large bags of pennies before quality control caught the anomaly. And if such coins truly exist, they would represent a unique snapshot of minting history, essentially prototypes accidentally released into the wild, making them among the rarest modern coins imaginable. Collectors who study these pennies often examine them under powerful magnification, searching for microscopic clues such as die cracks, unusual strike depth, or metal flow lines that suggest the coin was struck under unusual pressure conditions. And when one of these strange specimens surfaces at an auction or coin show, it can trigger a frenzy of bidding, because serious collectors know that rarity combined with mystery creates astronomical value, especially when only a few verified examples may exist. Meanwhile, the story of the 1978 1-cent coin is equally fascinating but shrouded in even deeper mystery, because although billions were produced during the year, whispers among experienced numismatists hint that a tiny number of pennies may have been struck using experimental dies or transitional metal planchets left over from testing processes in the mint's facilities. And if a 1978 penny were ever confirmed to have been struck under such unusual circumstances, it would instantly become one of the most talked about coins in modern American numismatics, which is why the idea of a $34 million valuation has captured the imagination of collectors and treasure hunters alike. The reason such enormous values are even discussed comes down to the brutal mathematics of rarity, because every year countless ordinary pennies are destroyed, melted, or permanently lost in jars, couch cushions, and forgotten piggy banks, which means that over time, the number of surviving coins shrinks, while the number of collectors searching for extraordinary examples keeps growing, creating a perfect storm of demand where even the slightest hint of a rare variety can send prices skyrocketing. Imagine a collector sitting at a desk late at night surrounded by rolls of pennies from the bank, carefully examining each coin under a magnifying glass, heart racing with the possibility that one tiny detail, perhaps a doubled letter, a misplaced mint mark, or an unusual texture in the metal, could reveal that they are holding a coin worth millions. And this is not just fantasy, because history has repeatedly shown that incredible discoveries can be made in everyday pocket change, with rare coins sometimes surfacing decades after they were first minted simply because no one noticed the subtle clues that made them special. When news spreads that a potential high-value 1984 or 1978 penny has been discovered, the ripple effect across the collector market can be dramatic as experts rush to authenticate the coin, grading companies analyze it under advanced equipment, and collectors watch closely because confirmation of a new rare variety could rewrite price guides overnight. Auction houses understand the power of such discoveries and often build entire events around a single extraordinary coin, using dramatic storytelling about its history, its rarity, and the mysterious journey it took from the minting presses to the hands of a modern collector. And when the bidding begins, the tension in the room can feel electric because everyone understands that they are witnessing the sale of something that may never appear again for generations. Part of the allure of these coins lies in the silent destruction of ordinary examples over time, because while billions were minted in 1978 and 1984, the vast majority were worn down through decades of circulation, lost, corroded, or discarded, leaving only a fraction in collectible condition, and among those survivors only a microscopic number display the unusual features that turn them into legendary pieces. This is why collectors pay such close attention to minting anomalies, because the production process for coins involves enormous mechanical forces and precise alignment, and even a tiny shift in a die or a slight error in the hubbing stage can create dramatic visual differences that instantly set a coin apart from the rest of the population. Sometimes these differences are obvious even to the naked eye, such as doubled letters or distorted dates, while other times they require careful study with magnification and lighting to reveal the hidden evidence of an unusual strike. But once confirmed, these anomalies become the fingerprints that prove a coin's uniqueness. The psychological thrill of searching for these coins has turned ordinary pennies into objects of fascination because anyone, anywhere, could theoretically stumble upon one in their change, and that possibility fuels the constant scanning of pocket change, coin rolls, and inherited collections across the country. Imagine the moment when someone finally notices that a seemingly ordinary 1978 penny in their jar looks slightly different, the letters sharper or oddly doubled, the metal tone unusual, and curiosity leads them to research the coin online only to discover that certain rare varieties have been rumored to reach values in the tens of millions. A realization that sends a surge of adrenaline through their mind as they rush to compare details and photograph the coin for expert opinions. Stories like these travel quickly through collector forums and social media, spreading excitement and speculation that draws even more people into the hunt. And the idea that a $34 million penny could still be hiding in circulation keeps the legend alive year after year. Meanwhile, the 1984 penny continues to fascinate experts because its double die varieties demonstrate just how dramatically a tiny misalignment during die creation can alter the appearance of a coin, producing bold doubling that makes the design almost appear to vibrate with motion. And when such a coin is preserved in exceptional condition with sharp details and original luster, it becomes an irresistible target for collectors who understand how rare high-grade examples truly are. The market for rare coins is driven not only by scarcity, but also by storytelling. And the narrative surrounding these pennies is powerful because it blends everyday life with the possibility of hidden treasure, reminding collectors that history sometimes hides in the smallest and most overlooked places. Every coin carries the marks of its journey through time, the tiny scratches and worn edges revealing decades of circulation. Yet somewhere among those ordinary survivors there may exist a few extraordinary examples that escaped destruction and now wait quietly to be discovered by someone curious enough to look closely. As long as that possibility exists, the hunt will never truly end, and collectors will continue opening rolls of pennies, scanning dates, and studying the subtle quirks of minting that transform common coins into legendary artifacts. The truth is that the combined rumored value of these two pennies, $29 million for the rare 1984 variety and $34 million for the mysterious 1978 example, represents more than just money. It represents the power of rarity, history, and human curiosity coming together in the world of numismatics, proving that even the smallest coin can hold an extraordinary story. So the next time you receive change at a store or find a dusty jar of pennies tucked away in a drawer, take a closer look, because one tiny detail could reveal a hidden treasure that collectors around the world would fight to own. And if you love discovering incredible stories like this and want to stay ahead of the next hidden coin that could change someone's life forever, make sure to like this video, subscribe to the channel, and keep your eyes open, because the next $1 million coin discovery might already be waiting quietly in your pocket change.